So often, the difference between a space champion or just an epic failure can boil down to the player choosing the right weapon perks. Unless your name is Waylon Parker, in that case you can stroll across the surface of Mars barefoot and in your boxers. Anyways, in my travels across the Starfield, two perks keep making their way to the top of the awesome list, those being Shattering and Skip Shot. And when I farmed two Grendels with these perks, I knew it was time for a little head-to-head action. So real quick, Skip Shot is the perk that grants 2 projectiles every 4 shot of the weapon it's equipped on, and Shattering is the ability for the weapon to break through even the strongest armor. So up first I have the Skip Shot. Now this is on easy mode and I'm going to see how much hip firing I can do. Now since these are legendaries, I'll mention the other 2 perks on these weapons. This Skip Shot has Disassembler, which is a wash since I won't be fighting robots, and Radioactive, which deals out radiation and demoralizes the target. And the second perk has a slight edge over the other Grendel due to the demoralizing effect on targets. Anyways, what Skip Shot does is it increases your base physical damage on the weapon. Here you can see the Skip Shot at 28 damage and the Shattering at 6. And at this easier difficulty, the Skip Shot is definitely able to paint enemies without the necessity of much aiming necessary. Now, for the Shattering Grendel, and when I started this experiment, I thought this gun would be the one to take the prize. However, I was soon to be proven wrong, but would begin to understand how to look at Shattering in its application. So, this guy has bashing for its first perk, but since I won't be pirate bashing, this perk will be a wash. Now, the second is incendiary, and like I mentioned before, this may be considered a slight disadvantage since Radioactive has a demoralizing effect on enemies. So, as I go through the same relay station and you see listen and post, and it becomes fairly obviously that Shattering just isn't packing that same punch. I'm having to aim for the head a lot more, and especially on tougher enemies. Now, I decided to go back to the workbench, match the short scope and tech barrel that I have on the Skip Shot, and up the difficulty to normal. Now the Skip Shot definitely has to be aimed more, and you can't face tank the stronger enemies as easily. However, compared to the Shattering Grendels, enemies have a bit more time before transforming into a Force Ghost. So, after taking a look at the Grendel chambered in 7.77mm, I think the take-home message is that the perk Shattering should only be considered a grab unless combined with a round that can be modded with depleted uranium rounds, such as the Mag Shear, Mag Shot, or Mag Pulse. So, how do I farm legendary weapons and gear? I mostly farm the deserted relay stations because they are so easy to clear, contain military loot crates, and are easy to reset. For more info on my legendary farms, see the links to my secondary channel. I'm currently working on a compilation of all my deserted relay station farms that is easier for players to find and hope to have that out soon. Well, that's a wrap on this one. Like and subscribe for more weapon build content. As always, thank you for watching and hope to catch you in the next video.